Good morning, students. Welcome to English class. Today, our topic for Module 5 is composing a research report on a relevant social issue. At the end of our lesson, everyone is expected to master the different parts of a research report, arrange references following the APA format, and draft a research report. Before we proceed to the main topic, let us pause for a short prayer. This is our house rules for today. Focus. Avoid distractions such as cell phones and music while watching the video. Be patient. If you are confused, take the time to try to figure it out on your own. Participate. Communicate or submit questions to your teacher via email or chat feature. Have a copy of your module as a guide in our discussions. Let us review. Why do people engage in research? How is it useful? What are the terms used in research? Now let me give you two terms used in research. First is the qualitative research. It simply generates data largely through observations and interviews. The other one is quantitative research. It is about collecting and analyzing numerical data. It is also used to find patterns and averages, make predictions, test relationships, and many more. Our first activity is Spot the Issue. This time, you're going to read the transcript about a 12-year-old Canadian girl named Severn Suzuki on pages 2 to 4 in your module. Then, answer the comprehension questions that follow. Comprehension questions. 1. What was Severn Suzuki and her group's agenda of coming to the 1992 United Nations Earth Summit? 2. What was her challenge to the delegates of the UN Summit? 3. If you were Suzuki, what challenge would you like to pose among the delegates of the said environmental summit? 4. What social issue was Suzuki trying to address in these lines of her speech? I am here to speak on behalf of the starving children around the world whose cries go unheard. I am here to speak for the countless animals dying across this planet because they have nowhere left to go. I am afraid to go out in the sun now because of the holes in the ozone. I am afraid to breathe the air because I don't know what chemicals are in it. Let us analyze the speech of Suzuki. Hunger, poverty, animal extinction, and pollution were some of the issues pointed out by Suzuki in her speech during the summit. These social issues are common, yet they remain a problem in many societies. These issues can be a good topic for research. Now let us remember these things. For qualitative study, make sure your research title reveals the topic or problem of the study and the sample participants. For example, investigating the oral communication skills of grade 10 students, a qualitative study. In this example, oral communication skills is the problem or the topic of the study, while grade 10 students are the participants. For quantitative study, make sure your research title presents the independent variable or IV, the dependent variable DV, and the respondents of the study. For example, the oral communication skills and academic performance of grade 10 students. In this example, oral communication skills is your independent variable, and academic performance is your dependent variable. And of course, grade 10 students are your respondents. Let us move to activity 2, loud and clear. Please determine whether the given research title is clear or not. 1. The COVID-19 crisis. 2. Taking breaks improve learners' academic performance. A quantitative study of taking breaks during online class among grade 10 students. 3. The new normal. 4. The COVID vaccine. 5. Constant parenting conversation lessens vices. A qualitative study of parental guidance among grade 10 students. 6. Teenage pregnancy. 7. Joblessness. 8. The benefits of barangay lockdown. 9. Depression among teenagers. 10. Saving lives. Please refer to your module for the right answers. Now let us observe the difference between quantitative and qualitative research. What is the difference between quantitative and qualitative research in terms of presenting the review and related literature? As you can see, review and related literature for quantitative is found in Chapter 1. It is part of Chapter 1. While in qualitative research, review and related literature is in Chapter 2. What terms are used as subject for quantitative and qualitative research? For quantitative, the subject is called respondents, and for qualitative, subject is called participants. Which type of research is long in terms of presentation and parts? This is for you to discover. As you go along with your research, you will find out which type of research is long in terms of presentation and parts. Now let us discuss the parts of a research paper. Abstract. How to write an abstract? It is usually written in one paragraph. It is written in 150 to 250 words. It includes the overall purpose of your study and the research problem or problems, the research design used, major findings or trends as found in the result of your analysis, and a brief summary of your interpretation and conclusions. Take a look at the sample abstract. It is short and concise. Let's go to the introduction, or can be background of the study. How to write an introduction. Start broadly and then narrow down. Start the aims and importance of the study. Consider giving an overview of the paper. Keep it short. This is a sample introduction. It presents the problem of the study as well as the gaps. Let us go to review of related literature. Related literature clarifies the concepts used in the study. Sources are instrumental in putting direction to the study, like how they are conceptually and operationally defined. How to write a literature review. Review APA guidelines. Decide on the topic. Identify key terms. Locate literature. Critically evaluate and select the literature. Organize the literature. Write a literature review. Possible sources of literature are books, journals, and online sources. Theoretical and conceptual framework. A theoretical framework dwells on time-tested theories that embody the findings of numerous investigations on how phenomena occur. On the other hand, the conceptual framework describes the relationship between specific variables identified in the study. It outlines the input, process, and output of the whole investigation. Here is the sample of a conceptual framework. At the center is the main idea or the central idea of the study, while the rest are the contributing factors to the central idea. Another part of a research paper is hypothesis. This is how you present your hypothesis. The following hypotheses were tested at 0.05 level of significance. 1. There is no significant relationship between language beliefs and study habits of grade 10 students in English. 2. There is no significant relationship between language beliefs and academic ratings of grade 10 students in English. 3. Language beliefs and study habits do not significantly influence academic ratings. Now, hypothesis depends on how many objectives you presented in your study. Another important part of a research paper is statement of the problem. Statement of the problem comes before the hypothesis. This is how you state your problem. 1. What is the student's level of language beliefs in terms of foreign language aptitude, difficulty of language learning, nature of language learning, learning and communication strategies, and motivations and expectations? 2. What is the student's level of study habits in terms of timing, contents, and methods? Again, statement of the problem comes before the hypothesis. The last part of a research paper is the references or the sources in APA format. So here are the samples of APA format for your references. For books, this is the example. It usually starts with the name of the author, followed by the date, the name of the book, and of course the publication. The same with the magazine and newspaper. It always starts with the name of the author, followed by the date, and then the title and the publication. Now let us apply what we have learned today. Let us do Activity 3, Reference Check, on page 15 in your module. Then, let's proceed to Activity 4. Let's get down to the list. Writing references in APA format on page 16. Here is the example. After the application, we will do evaluation. Please do Activity 5, Let the paper begin. It's writing time. Decide on the relevant issue or research topic that you are going to work on in your research. Then, draft a 3 to 5 paragraph introduction on clean sheets of paper. Include in your introduction relevant studies that will support your thesis. Here is the rubric for writing an introduction. Good luck! After doing Activity 5, let's proceed to Activity 6, Literature Backup 101. Using the research topic in Activity 5, you are going to develop its review of related literature on a separate sheet of paper. The rubric below is for the scoring of your work. After doing these activities, you are going to email your paper at dkhvilches@gmail.com. Thank you.